Hello and welcome to Best Replays of the Week commentary track with me, Luke Kneller, and your editor and director, Ari the Zanny Goat.
Hey, hello. Thank you for having me, Luke.
It's great to have you here. I hope this isn't being recorded. Okay, this is the first time we're doing this, so there's probably going to be some technical hitches. On this show, we're going to be trying to talk through why we do things and all that sort of stuff, and we're going to have guests on the show in the future, like the producer, or the replay selectors, or anyone like that.
Yeah, lovely. Let's talk about the Mansion One, that lovely audio track that I'm actually cutting the scenes to. Having some motion in there, some camera shakes left and right, the big boom. What do you think?
Inception. Yeah. When I first heard this, I was like, are you adding those in, or is it part of the music?
No, actually part of the audio track, yeah. It made it really easy to cut the scenes, to smash cut them together. Well, I think that fading Conway, because I tried when I'm looking from scene to scene. What you told me was look where the eyes are, and my eyes were in the wrong direction. So I'm thinking, how do I fix that? That you're already looking at the over target marker. So I made the Conway a little bit fading.
That's really good. That's one of the things that. Oh, so we've got to talk about this. When I first watched this replay, and I saw the notes in the script saying this guy messed up. This guy, like, I said we can't say that. We can't insult this guy. But then after all of that, and he doesn't turn back. Like he absolutely had the opportunity 3 or 4 times to go back.
All of that brawl, yeah. Well, massive mistake, but he gets featured anyway. And then we have to be salted with the new camo. What do you think?
I love this camo. This Christmas camo is just gorgeous. It's one of the best camos out there.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
It really does. I mean, I prefer the Best Replays of the Week camo, of course, but this is pretty damn cool.
It's one of those camos that you could get from the Christmas boxes, or what is it? Getting from all the the event and stuff.
Right.
I couldn't grind it. It was too much. The grind was too hard for me.
I never try the grind. I just don't have time with kids and stuff. It's just impossible to do the grinds. Anyway, this scene here, guys, it's actually like 7-8 minutes of action, and we looked at the script and realized we have to find a way to condense this.
It was way too big. So you basically we forced our hands there that we had to condense 7 minutes of action into 30 seconds there, so to say. Let's talk about this guy's names, Luke. What do you do?
18s, you mean?
Yeah, 18.
Well, we first of all read it immediately correctly, right? It's absolutely beans. We knew it was, but then the decision was made to deliberately mispronounce it. But I feel like in the actual video, I mispronounced it even worse and actually say 18s and add the T in there.
Even better. When we're getting some of the usernames that are featured or mentioned on the episodes, sometimes it's just a really mumbo jumbo of letters. And
sometimes.
Yeah, well, it's better to just embrace the fact that you can mispronounce something. And, well, I think it's hilarious.
Well, I do lean into that. People have to realize that, of course, sometimes I'm trying to make it sound as fun as possible, and other times I'm trying to guess how they would say it themselves, depending on the type of nickname it is. Now, we do a lot of research when I'm writing the script on the name to find out what language the person might be, like the Finnish names and stuff like that. If I recognize, like, the tones, I ask around to all my friends who may be native speakers of different European countries and say, like, hey, is this something you would understand? And and we try and figure out what it meant to add that into the story. Was it last episode?
For example, I think the best example would be fourchette et petit pois, the fork and beans. What it was, the French guy.
Oh my god.
That was one of those prime examples. Like, look, it's a French name actually. Oh yeah, I recognize the language.
I thought it was Latin for some reason, and I don't know why. I absolutely messed that one up, and you were like, it's French. I was like, of course it's French! Jesus Christ! I don't know why I thought it was Latin. Okay,
this FV
montage.
replay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was so lucky as well with his shots. Almost everything hit. The backside of the 268, the cupola of the Progetto. I mean, he did really well with the blind shots, I must admit. But my god, was he lucky.
That's why we montaged them. If they were just like shooting.
Oh, and at the end, of course, I thought, let's put the BMW camo there, because that's how it's gonna look like.
Yeah, people don't get that, do they? You've done it for a few episodes where you try and show off what they're going to look like with the new camo they've just been rewarded, but people are like, their camo changed. It was like, well, yeah.
Oh,
Tank
did you
scope.
change camo? Like, of course, that's what it's gonna look like. And
I
it
love
comes
your
upon
jokes, by
one.
the way. In the tagline of the episode, you always add that joke. I love those. That's actually done by Ari. For anyone who didn't know, not written in the script. Ari always does those himself.
Usually, whatever comes to. I love this, by the way.
Yeah,
the audio guy
great.
did such an amazing job with that.
Yeah, I actually wanted to write in to compliment him because that was really good. Do you know who it was this time?
No.
Well, shout out to the audio guy. We're going to find out your name and say it next episode because I really like this episode. From the audio standpoint, from the editing, there was very few comments from me because normally I watch the episode afterwards like I'm doing now and I give critique, but this episode was just really well done. I mean, I think I wrote the script this time. Not every time I write the script, but the editing came together really well as well, dude. I really enjoyed this one.
Yeah, this Kampf von Volkswagen replay was really hard because the first part is easy and then he starts moving into the forest. So here I'm leading into the bushes, but my god, there were so many moments in the replay where you have trees going opaque and transparent, and that's really ugly to look at.
Can you not disable that in the mod that you have for camera?
No.
That would be a feature we should get done. Disable the transparency in trees. Maybe it's an option somewhere. I'm not sure. But carry mode activated. I like that. I think we need more of those special flame effects, like anime. Lean into it.
Yeah, cool. I'll add that note. More special effects. What a great replay this is. Just
this map, by the way, that shine effect, surely it should be more like a pulse. I see how slow it's going. Sorry, I'm critiquing like I'm actually...
I always thought it would be more like a shine effect.
No, I think it's a wave effect. I was always confused. I always thought like you must be disabling like the effect or slowing the effect down, but I always thought it was like a boing, like a sonar.
What?
Let's talk about your boomer reactions here. Let's talk about your boomer reactions. Milliseconds, right?
It's still less than a second, right? I mean, people might not know this, but I watch the replays back in ×2 speed, which sometimes makes the moments look a lot more impressive than they actually are.
So fast, and then it's double the time.
But still, 52 frames is in 60 FPS.
That's good.
Less than a second.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
I'm an old man. My reaction time is not that high.
No. And also in the replays we have a little bit of a bug that no silhouette is ever shown, except if I manually make it show. And then it turns off as soon as the enemy fires. It's annoying, to say the least.
Super Tanker!
Super Tanker, yeah.
Gamescom 2018, if anyone remembers. It's super cool.
Oh, thank you for letting me borrow that asset.
It's good. We should use it as much as possible.
I've been playing so much Borderlands lately that I actually got a few comments on WhatsApp and in the insider groups. Oh, well, we know what kind of games Ari is playing.
Unknowing that it was a thing that I did years beforehand. Oh, this fade-ins, man. Like, whenever I see a fade-ins, I'm mixed feelings between I used to do that in my headset and this is bullshit.
Yeah, it is. Prolonging the game to fire all your shells except for the last one.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It gives you some more experience as well, so I wouldn't hold it against them to do that.
I don't hold it against. I just look what it's like to be the guy on the end of that. I always sympathize.
Oh, yeah.
Moving on to Immel.
Nice. Yeah, on Himmelsdorf. And one of the replays that I didn't think it was that amazing, because it's just an ammo on hold down position. Like, he picks his fights really well, and that's what makes this replay.
Oh, this transition, dude, was just gorgeous. I watched it like 5 times.
I got another one of those in the coming episode.
Your editing in this moment here is really improved over the seasons. The ability to cut between different shots to speed up, like unloading a clip, like bang, bang, bang. you make it much more faster and easier to understand as the audience these days. So that was really nice editing.
Thank you. I actually got comments that they started watching when they changed editors. And I'm like,
really?
when did you know that? When do you think they changed editors? Well, from 110. Like, okay, at least I know that I'm improving. For anybody out there that doesn't know, I've started since episode 81.
Yeah, well, I picked up Ari when I was watching through the YouTubers for someone who has the comedic timing in their videos, right? So it's something you can't train. No matter how good someone is technically, if they don't have that comedic feel, there's nothing you can do to train that. So I looked for someone who had that comedic timing, but their editing skills wasn't necessarily the best, and I thought I would train them up. So over the last, how long have we been working together now?
2 years and a couple months.
Fuck me, is it really? 2 years and a couple of months. I've been just giving feedback and slowly building it up, because you can't dump someone.
I love this, by the way. He was looking around. I'm like, what are you doing? He's tracked. He's standing there on the streets.
It's good. Although, how did he miss that shot? Really? Come on, object.
That was so bad. I have no words for that.
Yeah.
Just go out, peek, and just slowly aim at this hull, because that's an auto pen.
This charioteer, my god, I can't pronounce the name. The chariot cannot. Why? Like, is he a bot, really? Because that was
I think so,
awful.
Yes. He was standing there still the entire time.
That affected me. That was really nice.
That's a little bit of Dragon Ball Z vibes, right? With the instant transmission.
Did you get that asset pack, the anime asset pack? Because I swear I've seen some of these effects before. You did?
Yeah.
That's a bargain. They looked so good, and they were like $5 or something, right?
Yes, they're quick.
Yeah, they were great, and well, it mainly reduces my workload and makes an awesome effect. So it's like a double win for me when I use one of these, and I have the time to put them in nicely.
And that gives you more time to actually do cooler edits, redo some shots, because you also do the camera work in the game as well. So
if you want to do a different shot with a different asset, for example, that's also possible.
All of that without even being top tier.
So that's the end of the demo game. What do we have left?
I think it's just the outro now, where the episode was released without the link to the voting. So I honestly feel, I've seen the amount of people who are voting on the episodes, that we should just get rid of the voting. No one cares. We should.
I think so as well. Yeah, I think so as well. We just have to get rid of it. It's too much of a hassle to make sure Jose or Anthony has the link, then puts it when he makes the video. It's just too much of a hassle.
And so few people engage with it, so we should probably pick between ourselves what we thought was the best replay of the week, and just tell you guys like we used to, whichever the last replay was the best replay of the week, and then we can do, like, instead of mentions, it's kind of like 5th place, 4th place, 3rd place, right? You don't get a full replay rating, and then
exactly. I think that works the best as well. Yeah.
For season 13, Jesus. All right. Well, that's the end of the episode. I guess we'll be back next week to talk more about what we get up to. So if you have any ideas what you want us to talk about, leave them in the comments.
Yeah, that would be great. Well, thanks, Luke. That was great.
See you next week, Harry.
Bye-bye.
Bum 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 bum. Leet number of seconds.